exactly what I mean when I say that people don't care about Black Death at all. They only care about what's going to make the headlines and what's going to make people's emotions all shooken up. Instead of talking about the mass shooting that occurred in Mississippi, instead of talking about how are we going to make sure that our sisters, our brothers, our children are not going to continue being victims of our own people want to leave comments like this. So let's read it. Okay, great. Any news on the young Black college student found hanging from the tree dead? I think 2 males, right? Personally wanted to wait for the second autopsy from Trey Reed to even talk about what occurred. But since you want to bring it up, let's talk about it, because a lot of you guys are lying. A lot of you guys are, like I said, manipulating the story in order to what? In order to drive a certain narrative. Because again, you don't care about Black Death at all. You only care about the headlines. It truly disgusts me how the internet is purposely lying about who the second male is. Who is the second male? Cory Zukatis, a white man. Hashtag say his name, right? You're not going to say hashtag say his name. Oh, let's go burn down cities. Why? Because he's a white man. You're not going to ask for a second autopsy on Cory Zukatis unaliving, right? Why? Because he's a white man. It truly disgusts me how a lot of you guys are yearning. I mean, yearning for it to be a white man that unalived Trey Reed. I'm talking about the mental health amongst Black men. You want to yearn for it to be a white man that unalived him. Why? Because you want to burn down cities, because you want to drive a certain narrative. This is what it's all about, you guys. That police officer literally said that there is no evidence of any foul play. That doesn't stop people from coming online and literally lying and manipulating this whole entire story and saying, oh, the second autopsy was released and it showed that there was blunt trauma to the head and da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, first of all, that is all lies, because the second autopsy has not been released to the public. How do you know things that hasn't been released to the public? Instead of talking about Trey Reed's mental health, instead of talking about how did his family treat him, instead of asking questions, how was his peers treating him, what made him feel that that was the only safe outlet for him to literally end his pain? Instead of asking all these questions, you won't leave this man in peace, because again, you so badly want it to be a white man unaliving him. That is sick. That is mentally sick, you guys. Digging for the truth of his depression, his mental health. You purposely lie and manipulate the whole entire story for your own little narrative. You have that Dumbo, Colin Kaepernick, talking about, oh, I'm going to donate money to make sure that we really find out the truth. Doctor that was hired to do the second autopsy, Dr. Okoye, something like that, that doctor has already suspicious behavior. Isn't Colin Kaepernick donating to make sure that more Black babies aren't being unalived through abortions? Understand that 20 million Black babies have been aborted, meaning there could be 20 million more Black people here on this earth. But instead of fighting for all of those children, people want to fight for the right to unalive those children. They'll call you a white supremacist for having the audacity to talk about all of these abortions, yet they will praise the white supremacist Margaret Sanger and her invention, the whole abortion, all of these birth controls that is literally poisoning all of these women, literally unaliving all of these children. You understand that Margaret Sanger had a whole Negro project? I'm not going to say the English version of it, but you get it. Forward to 2025, you have Kamala Harris having abortion tour buses. Yeah, sickening. Mentally sickening. I don't know, this world just amazes me, you guys. It truly amazes me how everything is so backwards. My goodness.